Guys, Mark Edward Davis here. I gotta tell you, I had the most life-changing experience yesterday in our trip to the orphanage in Kherson. You know, we've been carefully, patiently, passionately supporting these children, both in the Nikolaev orphanage, and then we saw the need in Kherson. And I want to report to you what's been going on, what's been happening with all of your donations. We've been doing videos for years showing you each of the trips we make, all the things that go on, and you can see the before, during, and after. We've really taken the Nikolaev orphanage and made it into something beautiful with care facilities for all the disabled. Now, when we discovered what was happening in Kherson, our hearts just broke. This is still a facility that's just been untouched and it needed so much help. We just brought, since the beginning we've supported them, we brought so many different needs they had. Now I want to tell you what we've done just in the last few months, because we haven't been able to go do all the trips we normally do because of COVID. So I want to tell you, in this report we had yesterday, we got so many stories I want to share with you. First of all, I want to thank you, because what you've done has been life-changing. The roof project we worked on was 2.2 million hryvnias. It's about 80,000 US dollars. And you can imagine the size of the facility this is, how old the building is. Even all the work we did to bring up the heating and electric system, if they're letting the outdoor cold in or having these leaks, it's like this just money they're still spending on electricity and gas that they don't need to. They need to be putting it other places. So having this project now fully funded because of your help is critical and so helpful, because now that money will go right to these kids where they're going to need it more than ever. The construction of that now, in fact, the building permits today were issued and will start on May 15th. So thank you guys so much for that success. And we'll be glad to show you that as that finishes as well in future videos. Now I want to tell you, in addition to the money we raised for the roof, you guys have just continued to give since the first of the year. It's been just heartwarming. I appreciate so many of you just do a regular monthly amount, and so many guys who come on tours or just think about these kids have given. We raised over $6,000 for additional projects. And yesterday we were able to get into the facility. Now, first time in about a year we've been able to go inside because of COVID. And we got the tour, and we'll share with you exactly where all of that money has gone and what we've been able to do to help. First of all, out of the $6,000 we had to do, the craziest things is just to get the building permits, you have to do some incredible engineering paperwork that's required to get even the permits to build. And so we spent 27,000 hryvnias for just a toilet that's going to be installed, 6,000 for a wheelchair ramp, and of course we'll help fund these for these guys as well. The beautiful part is, if you've seen the transition as we started the project in the previous videos, from where we first started with the littlest infants under a year to take their rooms, and from these old places where, if you remember correctly, the entire lower half of the building couldn't even been used during the winter because the temperatures would get down to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And so during the winter they could only be in the upper stairs. Now we've got heating units in the rooms, the proper heating and gas coming from the commercial industrial things we bought for them and helped put in place. And now we've been able to remodel the rooms, get the right insulated windows. And so when you see the photos, you're going to love this, because we were able to now additionally install 8 different doors, which are about 10,000 hryvnias each, 4 windows, the double pane for insulation, and get rid of those things with the wood and the leaks they had there. 5,000 hryvnias each. And the furniture, the most adorable things to go in there, I hadn't seen this before, but we're able to do to get new furniture for them. The cribs, the different things, the way the clothes are arranged and these things is beautiful. And it's adorable. We're very happy to see that. Also in the same area for small infants, they have a new bathroom they put in with all kinds of tubs, showers, and toilets in there for these little ones, because you know, they have so many of them, they go more than once a day, especially when they're little. And so they needed something to really do this like an assembly line, and it's beautiful and modern and high tech and done very well. And they're so grateful to us. You got to imagine when, and I'll do another video on the current status, but I can tell you this, when we go in there, they're so grateful to you, because some of the other support places they've had have just not been able to come through anymore after COVID, and the government money has gotten reduced. So more and more they're really seeing us as a major part of why this thing works and saving these kids' lives. I want to tell you, because of the contributions you've had, two other things. A couple of kids were adopted out. Now this is interesting, because if you're a foreigner, I've had a lot of guys say, can I come in and adopt a child? Well, the Ukrainians want to make sure their own population grows too, so they don't allow foreign adoption under 4 years old unless you take a special needs child. Well, sure enough, 2 foreign families adopted a child with HIV and another one that had Down syndrome. And just from the point of care, when these kids first come in to the time that these 2 were adopted, you can imagine the medical treatment, everything they need to be able to take care of these kids to get them to that place. That extra is part of what we do. And finally, I want to tell you about their ability to fund a couple of new workers that came in because of what we did. So they've hired a new nanny, and I'll tell you why on the next video, why that's so important, the need for that is. And somebody's really one of the top physical therapy women in the city to come in would help these kids, because as you know, when they have children come into orphanages, often they're left because they have special needs. And so guys, I want to tell you, this is real. We'll show you the paperwork, we'll show you the photos, we'll show you where everything is gone. And just as we've done since the beginning of time, every single time we go in, we show you exactly, here's your money, here's where it went, here's what we built, here's the final product. And now we're able to get back in there and do that again. And I tell you, what we do is truly, truly changing lives, every bit you have. I want to encourage you to continue with the support, continue with the help, and you'll see exactly where it goes, because it is making a difference, and the need is greater than it ever has been. Please watch the next video. You've got to hear what the current situation is, the stories we have to share, and I look forward to telling you about on that. But again, once again, thank you for supporting Abundance International, from all the guys in the tribe, and the difference it makes. This is something that we do, and we're changing lives for it. Thanks.